Hello dear class 10th student, today we are going to have the explanation of one of the finest poem of your book, A Tiger in the Zoo. So before starting this poem, let's see what message the poet want to convey through this poem. Actually this poem is about the tiger who is living in the jungle and the tiger who is living in the zoo. The tiger who is in the zoo, he is caged and he is living within a confined place where a narrow cell is there. He is living within that narrow cell, and the tiger who is living in its natural habitat, he is freely roaming into the jungle. So the free animals like these such wild animals, tiger, lion and all such wild animals must live in their natural habitat, because they are free to roam here and there in the jungle and they are managing all those things in their natural habitat. When such animals are kept away from their home that is jungle, and they are kept in the zoo for the visitors, so they are confined at a place, and somewhere this is the loss of their freedom, this is the loss of their natural habitat. So a tiger in the zoo, this poem is a contrast, a tiger in the zoo with the tiger in its natural habitat. This poem is comparatively studying the condition of two tigers, one tiger who is in the natural habitat and another one who is caged in the zoo. See, he stalks in his vivid stripes a few steps of his cage on pads of velvet quiet in his quiet race. So the tiger, the first stanza is talking about the tiger who is caged in the zoo. The tiger is having a limited space within that cage. He is walking, he stalks in his vivid stripes, he is walking in his vivid stripes. Stripes means what? The lining over the body of the tiger, the lining, the stripes over the body of the tiger, over his skin, the few steps of his cage, and he is walking within that confined place of that cage on pads of velvet quiet in his quiet race, and he is moving with his soft feet in his quiet race. Quiet and race, quiet means quietly, silently, and race means anger. See, two contradictory qualities are used together. Oxymoron poetic device is over here. Which poetic device is? Oxymoron. Why? Because quiet and race, quietly angry. See, quietly angry. So two opposite qualities are used here. So poetic device is oxymoron. So in the first stanza we have seen that this is about the tiger who is caged in the zoo, and there is a limited place. He is walking within that area of the cage, and he is having the vivid stripes over, vivid lining over his body, and he is in great anger because he was caged. He should be lurking in the shadow, sliding through the long grass near the water hole where the plump deer pass. See, the second stanza is talking about such a tiger who is living in its natural habitat, who is living in the jungle. He should be lurking in the shadow, sliding through the long grass near the water hole where the plump deer pass. And this tiger of the jungle, he is just hiding himself behind the long grasses, where near the water body, where the pond is there, where the water body is there. The tiger who is in the jungle, he is very active and he is hiding himself behind the long grasses and waiting for the deer, the plump deer, fatty deer, waiting for the deer who are coming at the water point to drink the water, and he is just in the attacking mood, and he is hiding himself behind the long grasses and waiting for the deer in order to attack over them. See, in the third stanza, he should be snarling around the house at the jungle says, baring his white fangs, his claws, terrorizing the village. And the tiger who is in the natural habitat, he should be snarling making sound, warning sound of the animal, making sound. He should be snarling around the house at the jungle is, when sometime that tiger who is living in the jungle, sometime if he is coming at the edge of the jungle, out of the jungle, then he is baring his white fangs, he is showing his ferocious teeth, his sharp teeth, and roaring from there, roaring from the edge of the jungle, terrifying the villagers who are living nearby that jungle. He is terrifying them because he is the master of his own spirit, and he is free animal. He is not in the control of anybody. He is freely roaming in the jungle. He is not feared of anybody. And again see, the third stanza again talking about the tiger who is locked in the zoo, but he is locked in a concrete cell his strength behind the bars is tracking the length of his cage, ignoring the visitors. And see the condition of the tiger who is caged in the zoo. This tiger is caged within that confined place that is surrounded by the fence, the concrete cell that is there, and his all strength is captured, his all strength is locked behind that bar. He is not having the sufficient area to move even properly, and he is not free like the tiger freely roaming in the jungle. In comparison to that tiger, he is not free. His all strength had been captured behind the bars, and he is ignoring the visitors. All those people who are visiting the zoo, they are looking towards that tiger, but he is ignoring them. He is not showing any kind of interest in any of the visitors who is passing by. And he hears the last voice at night, the patrolling cars and stars, with his brilliant eyes at the brilliant stars. And the tiger, when he sees that, he hears the last voice at the night, the patrolling cars. When the tiger sees the patrolling cars are passing by, he is not he stares with the brilliant eyes at the brilliant star. But at that time, he is looking toward the sky, toward the stars, with his brilliant eyes, with his shiny eyes. As the animals, when they are there in the darkness, you have often seen that their eyes are shining in the darkness. So the same situation is there. He is looking toward the stars. The stars are just like his eyes, they are also shiny. So he is looking toward the star. It seems like he is just forwarding his complaint. He is sharing his pain. He is sharing his pain of his lost freedom to the stars, and during the night time. By this way, the tiger who is caged in the zoo, he is spending his time in such a way, in such a pitiable condition he is there. And the tiger who is in the jungle, he is freely roaming, he is not feared of anybody. So this poem is comparatively studying the two different tigers, one who is caged in the zoo and another one who is freely roaming in the jungle. So mainly the poet want to convey a message that these animals are not subject to be kept in the zoo. These animals are the free animals. They are not subject to be kept into the cage, and they are not the subject of entertainment in the zoo or for the visitors. Hope that explanation is very clear for you. Okay everybody, thank you very much.